You going? Alright, what's up? About this video, I had a whole production in my head planned out. It was gonna be really nice because I got really nice info to present it with, but I can't hold it in any longer. So, and I've been seeing people become aware on YouTube, Twitter, and like this shit's not cool. What I'm referencing is like this new Gucci. They're telling us that's basically being a little puppy dog to this little thought on Twitter. Keisha Dior, the bitch got like 3 different names. Keisha, I got hella notes right here. Keisha Kayor. Her original name was Keisha Watson. Okay, so what we're working with now is like we're using our eyes on video on Snapchat, and this bitch is controlling the camera, so we never get a clear look at his face. He's always wearing these big sunglasses that he never really wore to cover up his cheekbones. After what I found, I really think Gucci's dead. Like, Gucci's dead, man, I'm telling you this. He's either dead or he's in Cuba with Tupac, and I pray he's at the latter of those two. So if you haven't heard, there's something called gematria, which is putting numbers to words, specifically letters. And the Jews who control everything, I don't need to tell you that. If you don't know that, you should get off this video right now because you're not going to believe it. Since 9/11, we've had an awakening, and the internet hasn't caught up yet. It's been slow to catch up, but now it's catching up, and shit like this is acceptable. You can talk about the 9/11 hoax in everyday conversation. It's not a big deal because of how ridiculous it is. And just how everything's set up, called the Masons, or the Illuminati, or the Jesuits. I'm not really sure which one it is, but it doesn't matter because there is a force controlling this. And I will tell you, it is satanic. For those of my Bible-believing Christians out there, we know that Lucifer is of this planet. Once you open your mind, it's not too hard to accept, but it's up to us to fight it, because they really mess with the wrong crowd here. My Gucci fans, Gucci Mane LaFleur, like, we're all woke. We've been woke, and we know about this shit, and they think we're stupid. That's why I'm so pissed off right now, and I really need to get into it. I didn't even plan this out. I just want to get it out. So I'll just, if you don't know about gematria, you can just Google it real quick. But all you gotta look out for is the synchronicities that are coming out, the coincidences. Like, for example, a word will have a certain number assigned to it. So ABC is 3 because A is 1, B is 2, and C is 3. Now that's simple gematria. And there's the more credible ones. And they all dictate the narrative through these numbers. Like the NBA Finals, Super Bowl, it's all scripted. In case you didn't know, that's really not hard to believe once we're seeing that this guy, I don't know if he's a clone or if he's just some dude who looks like Gucci. I wouldn't rule either one out, but dude, let me list them down. So Three words. Fake Gucci Mane. In English reduction gematria. Fake Gucci Mane is 54. Roger Davis is 54. Coincidence. Gucci Mane dead is 54. Truth. The word truth, like his song Young Jeezy Diss, which I believe was sort of a premonition to what would happen. You know, it's hard to say whether he knew or not. But truth is 24. B.o.B Snap. The Snapchat name that the bitch was like telling, "What's your Snapchat name?" Like he can't talk for himself. B.o.B Snap is 42. Now those aren't the same, but they're reflections of each other. I actually think it gives it more credibility because, you know, reflections amplify that deception, especially when you think about how it's through a video camera, right? So everything's flipped. It's just they do that shit. We'll go back up to English ordinal system. Okay, Mansion Elon, the first concert he played, which was an awful concert, I heard. Everyone can see the footage. 10/17. How fitting, you know. So, really should have. Okay. Now, you remember he went to a mental facility? They were talking about that on the Breakfast Club interview. He's like, "Oh, I just gotta work my mojo." Kind of fishy, right? So, mental facility is 60. Gucci Mane death is 60 in English ordinal system. Okay. Keisha Kaoir, whatever her name is, the Kaoir, Keisha Kaoir is 60. I think she's the key to all this because she's getting the publicity. This is interesting. Yo Gotti is 111. If you remember, we were talking about like Yo Gotti fucked Keisha because of the Twitter beef. It's like, you know, Gucci started the Twitter beef because Yo Gotti fucked his bitch, but you know, Gucci was never one to like beef over hoes. So what I'm getting at there is fucking so much shit here. Okay, his prison sentence. Once he got out, I was surprised. I thought he had 3 months to go. So that tells you, right, that's a red flag. But his from start to end, from the day he got convicted to the day he got out, it's 1,110 days. Now in gematria, the last O doesn't count. And Yo Gotti is 111. That fits together because apparently Yo Gotti was like fucking Keisha while he was in the pen. So, but it goes further. See, now we got the media playing into it. You know, we got a Vlad TV article. You know, they're always starting fake rap beefs for it's all for money. It's all scripted. You know, Future and Young Thug aren't really mad at each other, and you know the deal. But this article had it referenced Keisha as a vixen, which is a very out of place word. Vixen means female fox. It's a in English ordinal systems, it's 74. 74 is Jesus. Okay, but this is how sick they are. 74 is the same word that pertains to Lucifer. Just so happens. So Vlad TV is actively putting that on their website because they are Luciferians. And it doesn't stop there, because the article, the time it was published, 11:30 a.m. In English gematria, Roderick Delantic Davis, 1013. Now you take that zero out in the middle, so it's 113, which is 11:30 a.m. So, another link. They did that on purpose. This is interesting. Keisha Watson, her original name, she was given in Kingston, Jamaica, is 1020. Now, 1020 is the same number for transhumanism. Transhumanism is the idea that we can transcend, our God-given bodies into a sort of artificial, genetically made up, or perhaps bionic, or whatever you want, just not a human, just artificially produced, which is what many are saying is the case here. So, also with Keisha Watson, think about Watson IBM, the little computer that's owning everyone on Jeopardy, which is a total farce. Everything on TV is, not everything, but definitely Jeopardy. It's on NBC. They want to make us believe that they'll one day get to a point of artificial intelligence, which is not possible, because a robot cannot have a soul. It can mimic a human, can't have a soul. Just a little tidbit, Watson, the number for that is 911. That number pops up everywhere with these kind of things. Go figure. Alright, Roderick Delantic Davis is 1013, like I said. That's also the Georgia Police Code for getting admitted to a 72-hour psych ward, which apparently Gucci went to before he went to jail around that time, like when he threw a bitch out a car. But we all know he didn't have mental issues. That's a red flag. This guy was a boss who could control a room, and he's very eccentric, but he doesn't have mental issues when you're a fucking millionaire as a rapper. I had something about TMZ here. Oh yeah. So TMZ they published an article using the word mental facility. That's why it's relevant. I didn't just get that out of thin air. They published it the date of 1/4/2011, and the way you add that up is 1 + 4 + 20 + 11, which is fucking 36, right? Yeah. Why did I write that? Okay, forget that. Something to add about the mental facility. 1013, the Georgia Code. I googled it. You come up with the form that everyone signs out. The anagram for the facility is DBHDD. That number is 22. Fake is 22. Died is 22. That's in Jewish gematria. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Spring Breakers, but you know they have Gucci as the villain. His name is Big Archie, or just Archie. It's Archie the Big Arch, like arch nemesis. Okay, so we can work with that. You know, oftentimes they'll prophesize future things in movies, and they were showing us right there. Like, let me show you. The people who shot Gucci in the head at the end of the movie, their names were Candy and Britt. It was Vanessa Hudgens and one of those other bitches. So I was trying to find a connection to that. Now this might be a little stretch, but British Candy. You know, combine Brit and Candy. British Candy is 60, and fucking. See, I'm so messed up right now. Just like mentally. Cause I've been up for like 24 hours, dude. We'll get back to that later. But if you remember how it's a 72-hour psych ward. Now, this kind of proves that there's a connection between the Spring Breakers and Gucci Mane, or at least who he once was. The Bird Print album. The Bird Print, the movie 3. So the movie 3 is 72 in English reduction gematria. Spring Breakers is 72. Is that a coincidence? Come on. There's too many of this shit, and I stopped. I could have kept going. I'm probably about to. I'll probably end up adding on to this. See anything more about? Oh yes. So his 2 new songs. Absolute Trash doesn't sound like the real Gucci. He seems to have a new moniker, Swizzop, SWIZZOP. You know, he spent 3 years in jail to come up with that. Come on. It's just really, really lame. But Swizzop in reduction gematria is 44. The fake Gucci was on Champions with Kanye West, Big Sean, all these rappers that are already in the game, and they wouldn't let Gucci in, so they killed him or some shit. I think that's what happened. But anyway, Champions is 44 as well. So Swizzop and Champions. And Archie, his name in Spring Breakers, is 44. Now, Champions is relevant there because it makes you think of Archie Manning. It's kind of like a sick joke because he never won a Super Bowl. Now, what all this gematria is implying is that everything's connected to the Pulse nightclub shooting, all the way to 9/11, to the morning fucking broadcast with CNN, you know, to any numbers you see, probably there for a reason. It's all very connected. You know, Prince died. When Prince died, he told Tavis Smiley in his last interview that all we can rely on is prophecy, and that's what these things do. You could probably ask, why would they reveal their secrets? Well, because Lucifer is an arrogant person, or an arrogant little fucking bitch. Okay. That's why we have an all-seeing eye on the dollar bill, and if you make a Star of David, it spells out Mason on each vertice. And people will still deny this shit. But let's keep going. Dior, the bitch's last name, her fake last name, her thought last name, is 28. PSYOP, as in a government psychological operation, is 28 as well. Something to think about. It's also funny how we have two huge fashion brands, being represented here with Gucci and Dior. I didn't look into that connection, but maybe there is one. In the Burr print, one of the songs is My Shadow. My Shadow equals 36. I'm tripping. I mean, the TMZ one. TMZ, maybe that's what I meant to do. But yeah, I wanted to get back to the album because there's a song on it called Candy Lady. And that could have to do with Candy shooting Big Arch, aka Gucci Mane, at the end of the movie. I'm not sure, but I think it was Candy who shot first. Checking everything. Okay, the words in reduction geometry, 3 word Gucci Mane missing, 76. The director's name of Spring Break, Harmony Korine, it's 76. It's one more synchronicity. In Jewish gematria, Archie is 106, real is 106. So as if what happened in that movie was real. Pretty much played a real character. In English gematria, Archie is 264, kill is 264. Alright, so I saved the best one for last. If you go back and look at the Truth video, the Young Jeezy diss. At the end, there's a snippet of his lawyer. There are five gunmen, masked gunmen, and Gucci shot him. Basically telling Young Jeezy, don't fuck with me. If you actually look at the video itself on Channel 2 News, he's wearing a Martin Luther King shirt with the words, I have a dream. I have a dream, and reduction geometry is 51. Now go to the Keisha's Twitter or her Snapchat. She goes by Young King. Think Martin Luther King. Young King is 51. I Have a Dream is 51. Young King is 51. Isn't that sick? She's like putting Martin Luther King's name on this bullshit. So, damn. Yeah, I think I got through most of it. And I just want to say, if you still don't believe this shit, I understand. Ignorance is bliss. But there's going to be more of these things happening. So you might as well just face it now. Especially because we're talking about Gucci Mane here. If this ends up being true, it could be like the next Tupac. It's just really bizarre what's going on now. But I see people being awoken around me every day. Especially on YouTube, there's a big truth-seeking community. And I encourage you to get involved. Like videos, subscribe to good truth seekers, just comment whatever, because that'll make other people, not feel so alone. When other people say, they're crazy or they don't have enough pussy, they're just like looking at numbers all day. But this is exactly why they would do it. Because they have programmed people to deny it. Because it makes their life easier. I really hope we find justice for Gucci. Because this dude they got up here, he's really a little bitch. And I don't like this fucking Instagram thought. Alright, gone on long enough.